Hello again and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, aka BGFH, and I'm back for another VR experience video. This seems to be some sort of a kind of a spin-off little VR thingy for We Happy Few. It is called Uncle Jack Live. Now, as I'm recording this, I have not covered We Happy Few on the channel. It is a game that I was curious about for a while. But the problem is it was getting some kind of negative reviews, despite some kind of neat things. I did, since I subscribed to Game Pass, I can play the Xbox One version of it, so I might do that in the near future and cover it that way, if not a Steam sale eventually. But let's check out what We Happy Few is. I mean, We Happy Few is like this first-person game where basically people are taking drugs. Like, you have to take this drug called Joy, and if you're off your everyone has to be in this weird, like, blitzed out, happy fantasy thing, and like, I forget what they call them, downers, if you don't take the Joy, and you're basically trying to fool yourself into oblivion, like nothing's wrong, we're all good. So, alright, let's, how do I do this? I figure you would, or do you just look at it? I mean, I'm poking it. Okay, here we go. All right. So it kind of almost...
Oh dear. That sounds like the ventilator's a bit off. Shame. It sends a lovely whiff of joy into the air. Terribly sorry about the telly in there. People keep stepping on the cable. Oh, we're back again. Hello there. You must be the winner of the Uncle Jack Fan Club's Get to Know Jack contest. At least I hope you are. Well, the bobbies at the front door have been very sloppy indeed. As you know, I'm Uncle Jack, and I'm always happy to meet my fans, especially if they can help me.
Okay.
Over on your right, you'll see the news feeding machine. That's how you feed me the news stories I'm supposed to read. To your right. Your right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're in this weird kind of control thing. We got him on the TV.
News stories to choose from. Do try to give me a happy one, won't you? Sometimes the writers get a little mischievous.
Okay, so I can't. Well, I can lean in, except for I'm kind of
You
getting.
can only feed me news after I finish reading the preview story. The machine will light up to tell you when to send me more.
I'm just going to pick one random.
Technology wonderful. Just press the send button below the news story you want and... Oh, splendid. I'm sure you'll do a smashing job producing my show today. Just remember that we only want to see good news. Fortunately, all the news in Wellington World is good. Here we go. On in 5, 4,
it'd be funny
3.
if we get a bad news and then he'll be mad.
And now it's time for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. That's me, Jack Worthing. I'll give you all the news you need to start your afternoon with a smile. How long have we wellies enjoyed joy? 10, 12 years? It seems Hamelin amateur historian E.B. Gibbon now claims that a form of joy came to England with the Norman Conquest in 1066. Always scribble, 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 eh, Mr. Gibbon? Well, Mr. Gibbon identifies several joy capsules in the Bayeux Tapestry. However, other scholars maintain that they are merely commas. Well, despite not having been able to convince the smug elites in their ivory towers, Gibbon remains optimistic and, of course, very happy indeed. Next card.
Okay, I'm just going to pick a random one.
Waiting. Have you ever wondered what life will be like in the future? Well, the Department of Science and Research is mounting a free exhibition that imagines what Wellington Wells will be like 20 years in the future, called the House of the Future. Scientists have dreamt up some wonderful inventions, and apparently there will be rides and cake. Why, 1984. Gosh, it's hard to imagine that 1984 will be anything like the Wellington Wells of today. It'll be even better. But I do hope I'll still be on your tellies every day.
I want to say this game takes place in like a fictional 60s, but I'm not sure. All right, we'll do another one.
Ooh, lovely. The Geological Society has awarded its highest honor to Charles Hutton Lyell for his recent discoveries on seismology. For years, the citizens of Wellington Wells have complained that they become lost as familiar landmarks appear in unexpected places. And here I thought it was just me forgetting where everything was. His new research proves that this phenomenon is not at all in your head. Our city happens to be located in an area of unusual seismic activity. Things really do move around. What a special place we live in, eh? Perseverance makes honor bright. Next card, please.
Okay, eeny, meeny,
Come
miny.
on. Waiting. Did you hear a loud explosion last week? Do you remember how... Sinkhole... Scarlet?
Yes, I'm going to make him mad.
Well, it seems that it seems that some citizens in the vicinity of the Scargill Mines facility heard what seemed at first to be a loud explosion. But there's no need to worry. No, it seems that those jolly miners were just testing their fireworks for the annual Victory Day celebrations and set off fireworks and sparklers. What a lot of scamps those chaps are. The company, of course, apologizes for any alarm that the noise may have caused, but...
I'm sure that's something that happens in the main game.
Can't wait to see the fireworks.
I'm sure this happens in the main game. But you know, it's kind of interesting because, like, I don't have
one of the lovely things
the background
about Joy
to understand
is that it helps
this.
you tolerate people who are a bit thick at first.
Yes.
Because eventually they get it, don't they? And what a relief when they do. So, back to the news. Mrs. Helen Dainty offers a reward to anyone returning her beloved cat Sebastian, who went missing at the village picnic. Sebastian can be recognized by his adorable pointy face, pink eyes, long hairless tail, yellow teeth, and jaunty pink bow.
I like the
Like
Bioshock-esque look.
If
like
you
it's
see
kind of
Sebastian,
this,
please catch him and return him to Miss Dainty at Thomasina House.
you know, this really
Don't
retro
eat him.
futuristic.
No,
Don't
that
eat
would be
him.
rude.
But it's got this retro futuristic style.
Oh, that was a bit of excitement, wasn't it? Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Yes. Our producer did a pretty swell job for a fan, don't you think, eh?
Oh, okay, we got some commotion outside. So yeah, like I said, this whole thing is you're just trying to uncover what is going on behind this joy drug and make people see the real world for what it is, and beyond that I don't really know the story.
Well, it looks like somebody's having a party in the visitors' gallery.
Kind of makes me curious.
There are so many happy, excited people there. So many. Perhaps somebody ought to check in and, well, make sure that they're not breaking anything.
Oh yeah, we got some
People
melee.
They get carried away sometimes, don't they?
I think we're just going to sit down and look all
Make the
normal.
party even better. Why, joy, of course. Yes, I bet we'd all have an even better time if somebody would just flood the visitors' gallery with joy, right? You can never be too careful. Any time now. Yes, just fire up that old ventilation system and spread the joy all around. Just like old Scrooge at Christmas. Yeah. And wouldn't you all love a nice Christmas turkey about now? You know, almost anything to be a Christmas turkey with enough joy. Seriously, if somebody would just do whatever it is that you do to turn on the joy in the ventilators. Naturally. Now you hear that lovely joy gas hissing through the ventilator.
Yes, let's get blitzed out of our mind and just pretend nothing is wrong.
Now you'll be.
Drugs are good, okay?
No one really wants that just
Don't be afraid, all you gotta do is run.
Yeah, let's get blitzed.
When we were young,
Right, everybody take it nice and happy.
Okay, we got white flying birds.
then we start to
Oh yeah, we're tripping balls here. Yeah, look at my hands, man. They're like there, but they're not, or something. Whoa. We happy few.
let's try a stranger on for a while. Something could change. We're brand new start.
Okay.
All the raindrops under your tongue.
All right, we're gonna get blitzed. Yeah, okay. Nothing like the good old-fashioned drug trip to bring us back to quote-unquote reality here. So yeah, there's our little spin-off for We Happy Few, Uncle Jack Live VR. So this guy, you see him on these TVs in the game. I've seen enough footage to kind of get the general gist of like sort of what's going on. As far as like the overall plot, like the subtleties of it and stuff, I don't know what happens, but you know, with the trailers and a little bit of gameplay that I've seen, you know, I at least kind of get the idea. Now, I'm not sure what this other one is. We'll take a look at it here. The archives. Let's take a look at that. See what this is. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Got some more control panels here. That is really small. Even, wow, even that text is not clear. Oh, let's see, can I grab one? Oh, okay. So I can grab. Okay, interesting. Now, if I could have read.
Hello. Welcome to today's edition of Humor Hour, the show where you tell me jokes. Well, actually, I tell the jokes, but you send them in. And the first joke comes from Mr. Prentice Gibson of Claverton Down. Mr. Gibson says, what do you call three downers at the bottom of the sea? Not enough downers. Very good.
Yeah, did I mention this game is extremely British?
This one is from Brian E. Ditton of Collier's Lane. What's the difference between a downer and a trampoline? You take off your shoes before you jump on a trampoline.
Ow.
How true! How very true! Because you don't want to damage a perfectly good trampoline, do you?
Yeah.
Indeed. This is from Mrs. Jemima Hughes of Coronation Avenue. And her joke is, if you see a drowning downer, what do you throw him? I don't know, a brick, an anvil? Well, no, you can't very well throw an anvil, can you? What about a grenade? No. Who has grenades these days? Answer, another downer! I told you it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I know what they're going for, but wow, is it cheesy.
Very good. You see, they both drowned.
And I can't tell you if these are the things that were in the main game, just put in a VR interface, I'm not sure.
Who cares?
I'm guessing it's not extra stuff.
Very good. Lovely jokes. Lovely jokes today. Very funny indeed.
Yeah.
Here's one from, not that one, no, this one here. It's from Clive Pritchard of Sladebrook Road. Mr. Pritchard, what do you have for us today?
These are pretty long.
Question. How is a puppy like a mortally wounded downer? Answer? If, eventually they'll both stop whining. Oh, Mr. Kitchen, you're quite the character, aren't you?
So, if I'm getting the understanding, they don't like downers, hint, hint.
I miss my dog.
Huh?
What am I saying? I don't miss anything at all. I've got it all right here.
Yeah, you take your joy.
Let's see what else we've got. Ah, yes, something we have.
No,
Something
you can't
my dear
have
friend and
negative
faithful
emotions.
contributor, Mr. Persky Blackyoung.
You basically have to be in this like happy juice, happy pill land all
Yes,
the
as you can tell
time.
from his name, Mr. Blackyoung isn't actually a real Englishman. He's an Afrikaner from South Africa, but he's doing his patriotic best to fit in.
Okay.
So, what do you have for us today, Mr. Blackyoung?
Grab my drink here if I can find it.
Question: how is a downer like an apple? Answer: they both look good hanging from a tree. I'm not sure I get it. Oh, I see. That is very good. Hanging from a tree. Here's another one. What's the difference between a downer and a black plague?
Oh, they just
Well, one is a deadly organism that can destroy an entire city, and the other is a bacterium. Oh, very good. Well, I think it's going to be hard to top that
dark
one, but we
humor,
must
in a
slog
way.
on, eh? It's one of our greatest English virtues. I have one here from Mr. Thomas Henchley.
I'm just curious to see how long this
Sir.
goes.
What have you got for us, Mr. Henchley?
We might look at one more just to see what it
Question.
is. I'm not going to look
Why
at
do
all
we
of
bury
them.
downers 20 feet underground? Answer: because deep down, they're really nice people.
Okay, that one's kind of funny. Kind of really dumb,
Deep
but
down, yeah. I think that's the best one of all. It really is. Very good. Remember, no one has to be a downer, but if you feel a bit down, take your joy. And if you see someone who seems a bit down, make sure he takes his joy. It's as simple as that. Happiness is a choice, and those who won't choose it are a threat to the rest of us. If you hear a good joke, please don't hesitate to drop a note marked Humour Hour at our studio, 2 Marlborough House in central Wellington Wells. Yes, I'm afraid we've got to the end of our time.
yes,
Tune in
willing.
again next time for the best in humour. See you soon.
Huh, okay. So it's just kind of a little theater here, VR theater. I'm guessing these are from the main game, but I'm not sure. Alright, so let's see. We've got, and we got a big old control board. We got a rewind, a play, pause. We stick our media in there. Let's see if we can... do we have stuff here that we can... Oh, looks like we... Okay. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny. Let's see what this one is. And then we'll wrap up the video. One more short little movie hour.
And it's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. The sun is up, and the weather is overcast and only slightly rainy, with occasional patches of lovely sunshine. Wakey, wakey, everyone. Good morning to you. Good morning.
I have a feeling these are the things that are on the TV while, when you're not really paying attention, you're wandering around the game world.
Good morning to you. Well, I hope you all had a lovely night's sleep with lovely dreams. It's shaping up to be a wonderful morning, and I think I can promise you that it's just going to get better all through the day. We all forget things from time to time, so don't forget the most important thing. Is it your tea? Is it your muesli? Is it bacon and eggs? Is it toast?
Bacon.
Did you forget to butter your toast? No, don't be silly. It's your daily joy. Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go swimmingly. So, let's take a look at today's schedule. What's going on in the village of Hamlin? Well, chatting and greeting, and smiling, and laughing, of course, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and work, 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 work. But at 3, I hope you'll all take a quick break for our daily recreational activity. Today we will all gather around the telly for a rousing round of Simon Says. Well, I won't be gathering around the telly. I'll be in the telly. Just like every day, I'll be playing it with you. And then there'll be cake and prizes for all winners, and everyone's a winner, and everyone will be there. So don't miss it, or you're a rotten egg. But seriously, unless you have an awfully good reason, such as 2 broken legs, do be a sport at 3 o'clock, won't you? We love your company. And now, the hot new song from our favorite band. See you soon.
Okie dokie. Well, like I said, I think this is just kind of like a, you know, a neat VR promotional experience that, you know, again promotes We Happy Few. Came out in 2018, late summer, early fall, I think August, September, something like that. And again, the premise of it is really interesting. I liked the, like, when they unveiled the trailer from like 2-3 years ago, where they showed the guy, you know, he's in his office, he didn't take his joy, and then, like, you know, everyone just started finding out, and just things got real weird really quick. Then they released this early access version for a little while, and it was really focused on like survival elements. It wasn't really story. It was like, oh, here we can, you got to keep finding food, you got to keep finding water, you got to keep blah 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 blah, and not get seen. And from what I understand, people overall just generally did not like that. And then I think the company, they kind of scrambled to turn it into, I think, more of what people thought or expected the game to be, but maybe didn't have enough time to do it right. I mean, I heard some people didn't mind the game so much, but I heard a fair bit of criticism about, you know, like I said, just people not really caring for it. Some of the AI and some of the game mechanics were kind of jank, if not broken. I don't know how much, if things have been patched to fix some of those since then. It is in my Steam wish list. I may pick it up because, like I said, I would like to at least tinker with it. But I do have it also on, when I signed up for my Xbox Game Pass, around the time Crackdown 3 came out, I saw that We Happy Few was added to that as well, and so, at some point, whether on the Xbox or PC, I will check it out, because I am kind of curious just to see what actually became of it, because the premise of it and the idea behind it, I really kind of like. Like, it's just this weird, really dark, kind of twisted dystopia of like, hey, we're happy, we're drugged out of our mind, but like, what I want to know is, what are they covering up? Like, everyone is just drugged out of their mind constantly. There has to be a reason of like, okay, how did it get to this? And, you know, what crazy thing are they trying to pretend doesn't exist? So yeah, this has been the VR experience. We Happy Few, Uncle Jack Live. I keep wanting to call him Happy Jack because of the joy and the happy pills, but Uncle Jack Live. It is a free experience in VR. It is on the Rift store, Oculus store. It probably is in Steam too, for all I know, but it is available. You can check it out. You can watch the rest of these little archives here if you wish. But for now, we're going to wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79 or mixer.com/BGFH for some streams every once in a while. And until next time, I'll chat with you guys again in the next one. Later.